Going live. I'm live. Boom. Working. Okay. We're going to pop out the chat window so that I can read your lovely people's chats. If anybody actually decides to come in here. Let me actually change the title. It's a terrible thumbnail. I should get a thumbnail actually really quick. That guy's name is Edgewall Innkeeper. Images. Save image as. We'll just go desktop. So that is a terrible thumbnail. Really bottom of the barrel thumbnail that we have going on there. So let's change that to Edgewall Innkeeper. And okay, let me just edit this in Paint really quick. Crop it. Okay. Open. How do I do this? Paint is like so simple that I don't know how to use it. File, open, desktop, Edgewall Innkeeper. Don't save. Okay, now we want to crop this like that. Save. Okay, so now if I go to desktop, is that what it looks like now? Yes, okay. Change thumbnail. Open. Alright, let's crop that a little bit more. Like that. Change thumbnail. Open. Yeah, save. Okay. Now we have a good thumbnail that is apropos. I wanted to edit the title to just have MTGA. MTGA Standard Golgari Adventures. Add a game title. Magic the Gathering Arena. There we go. Get that analytics situation on lock. Pop out, chat. You guys are getting like a fucking front row seat into my thought process. Gotta pop out the chat so I can see what you lovely people are saying, assuming that anybody says anything. I also wanted to have this in the corner so I can see how my levels are. Beautiful. Audio. Let's bring that master up a little bit. Oh, play audio while minimized. I like that actually. Bring that master up a little bit more. Okay, yeah, now we're talking. So the season just ended. It auto-placed me in Silver Rank 2. And yeah, I feel like in the beginning of the season, when I'm still in Silver, it's actually stiffer competition than later on when I'm in Gold. Because like I don't think that the meta, or not the meta, I don't think that all the different people have settled into their ranks yet, so you actually run into a bunch of people who are like, you know, really platinum or mythic players. Okay, I got a text. But anyway, we're playing Green Black Adventures. Let me just show the deck a little bit really quick. I basically copied this deck. I basically copied this deck from a a list that I saw online, but I've made a couple changes. The list I saw, well, yeah, like there was no Nissa in the one I saw. I replaced 2 Garriks for a Nissa and a Garrick. They only had 1 Castle Lockthwain. I have 2. So I made some small changes. But yeah, this deck is really good. I mean, just really briefly. Basically, it's based on this card, Edgewall Innkeeper, which is really good. Whenever you cast a creature spell that has an adventure, draw a card. So drawing cards is obviously good. It's a 1 mana spell. Sometimes you can attack with it, but usually not. It's kind of just like an enchantment that dies to creature removal, if that makes any sense. But, you know, sometimes you can attack with it and get some damage in. But it's really in there for that whenever you cast a creature spell that has an adventure, draw a card. Then you got Foulmire Knight, that's adventure. Order of Midnight, that's adventure. Murderous Rider, that's adventure. And Lovestruck Beast, that is adventure. So Edgewall Innkeeper plus any of these cards as a creature means you draw a card when you play it, which is really good. So oftentimes it's like turn 1 Edgewall Innkeeper, turn 2 Order of Midnight as a creature. Now you have a 2/2 flyer and you draw a card. Order of Midnight's really good. Like, when I first started playing this deck, I thought that you pretty much always want to hold on to it to use the return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand to use Alter Fate. But like, just slamming this thing on turn 2, especially if you played Edgewall Innkeeper on turn 1, is really good, because then this thing's just a 2/2 flyer. You just start beating them down. Like, this deck is actually it can be very aggressive. It can also be good in a long grindy game, because you do have this like card advantage with Edgewall Innkeeper. And if they ever kill Edgewall Innkeeper later on, you can always get it back with Order of Midnight. Return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. But Lovestruck Beast, whoo! This card. I mean, this card is fucking pushed. It's kind of like flies under the radar because there's so many other like fucking crazy spells in this set. I mean, like, Oko is 3 mana as well, and Oko's banned now, but still, I mean, this is 3 mana for a 5/5. Think about that for a second. You didn't used to get 3 mana for 5/5s. You didn't used to get 3 mana for 4/4s. And it just has 1 colored piece to its mana cost. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. I mean, even green didn't used to get 3 mana 4/4s, even if it was triple green. Now it's a 3 mana 5/5, and yes, it's not exactly a vanilla 5/5. It can't attack unless you control a 1/1 creature, but Heart's Desire creates a 1/1 creature. So I mean, it's arguably better. It's arguably better than a what? No. It's arguably better than a 5/5 because you play this on turn 1, you get a 1/1 token, and then you can also play it on turn 3. Like, it fills 2 spots in your curve, which is really, really crazy. So yeah, I get that it has a drawback. You can't attack with it unless you control a 1/1, but it creates its own 1/1. So now it's 4 mana for a 1/1 and a 5/5. And you can separate them, play the 1/1 first, then play the 5/5 later. And even if you don't have a 1/1, it can still block. A 5/5 blocks like 90% of everything in this format. So, really good. Foulmire Knight, usually you just play it as a 1/1 Death Touch adventure. I mean, the only reason it's in the deck is because it's an adventure. But, you know, 1/1 Death Touch, so it's a good blocker as well. It blocks their fucking Questing Beast. Well, it doesn't block Questing Beast. but it blocks their fucking fucking the pirate fucking merfolk card that gets +1/+1 counters when you play a blue spell. It blocks that. It blocks a lot of stuff. Anything that's on the ground other than questing beast, basically it blocks. And then yeah, Profane Insight's good as well. Like sometimes you just want to cycle it to try to draw land. But then like if you have Edgewall Innkeeper, then you can just play it as a 1/1 and you still draw that card anyway. Cool thing about this card is it synergizes with Vivian. This is something I learned later. The -3 target creature you control deals damage equal to target creature or planeswalker equal to its power. The Death Touch still applies if you're doing a fight effect. So this fights anything in the format pretty much and kills it when you fight with it. And it's not even really a fight, it's just it deals damage. So with Vivian and this, you can kill anything. Other good thing about Vivian is that +1/+1 counter. Distribute 2 +1/+1 counters among up to 2 target creatures. They gain trample until the end of turn. Order of Midnight, anybody? Make this a 4/4 flyer. That'll kill them real quick. And it gives trample until the end of turn. So if you put the counters on Falmar Knight, 1 damage is enough to kill it, and then the rest of the damage goes through. I don't usually use that, but I mean you can. Making Lovestruck Beast a 7/7. You know, pump up a Order of Midnight by 1 and a Lovestruck Beast by 1. Now you have a 6/6 and a 3/3. The +1 is really good, and I've never ever used the -5. But I could use it to get like a Massacre Girl or a Thrashing Brontadoon, I guess. Rankle. If you're doing the beatdown, each player loses 1 life and draws a card. I've won a lot of games like that just from, you know, like getting them at exactly 0 because I used the second ability. Each player loses a life and draws a card. That is good. And then like if they, well, okay, like yesterday I was playing against a guy who was mana screwed in the beginning of the game. And then when he finally started drawing cards, I already had Rankle out, and then I was using each player discards a card, so he wasn't able to like capitalize. Like usually if you're mana screwed, then once you draw your mana, then you can start playing all those big spells that you didn't have access to earlier. But with Rankle, I was able to just be like, no, we're both going to discard. And I already had a big board state because I had curved out. And then, yeah, he was just fucked after that. Questing Beast, Wall of Text, fucking the card. And it's really good. It's really good. The Vigilance, Death Touch, Haste. Though, I mean, you play it, you just attack with it, and then you can block with it the next turn. They can't block... they can't chump block it with their little shitters. And combat damage that would be dealt by creatures you control can't be prevented. I never even realized it had that ability. So that's awesome. And then whenever it deals combat damage to an opponent, it deals that much damage to target creature or planeswalker that player controls. So, you know, you use it to kill their Teferis, or to kill their fucking Nissas, or to kill their whatever it is. Murderous Rider, obviously, it's Hero's Downfall, and it's a fucking 2/3 lifelink, which, you know, the 2/3 lifelink is good. Most of the time it's just Hero's Downfall, but it's better, the 2/3 lifelink is better in this deck because of Edgewall Innkeeper. Like, you draw a card off of it. Garrick, mainly it's destroy target creature. A lot of times they don't expect you to have it, and then you're able to kill their blocker and then just kill them by attacking. But Sometimes you also do just want to create like black and green wolf tokens out the ass. And kill them with those. Gary Cursed Huntsman is a scary planeswalker to play against. When they drop that, you're like, that thing needs to die. And then Great Henge. Usually it's 4 mana with a Lovestruck Beast on the battlefield. And then, but it's 4 mana, but then you get to tap it to create 2 green mana and gain 2 life. And then, yeah, whenever a non-token creature enters the battlefield under your control, put a +1/+1 counter on it and draw a card. So, anytime a creature, any of these creatures enters the battlefield, you're drawing a card and they get a counter on it. Which can be a pain in the ass sometimes if you have already cast your Lovestruck Beast. And you don't have access to Heart's Desire anymore, then that's the only token creature you control. So all your other non-token creatures enter the battlefield with a +1/+1 counter on it, and then it's not going to start attacking until you draw another Lovestruck Beast. So like, I had one game where all my Foulmire Knights and Edgewalling Keepers were entering the battlefield with a +1/+1 counter on it, so I wasn't able to attack with my Lovestruck Beast. So that can happen, but I mean, really, that's kind of first world problems, if that's what you're worried about. Because these cards are still good by themselves. And then at that point, they're 2/2s. So, and then like Order of Midnight's a 3/3 and draw a card. And like if you have an Edgewalling Keeper and you play an adventure card, then you're drawing off Great Henge and Edgewalling Keeper. And also, like, if you have 2 Edgewalling Keepers, every time on the battlefield, every time you play an adventure, you draw 2 cards. There's a lot of card draw in this deck. And it's pretty sweet. Order of Midnight gets your Edgewalling Keepers back. Sometimes you just want to get a Lovestruck Beast back or a Questing Beast. It's good. I think that... Oh, Vraska. Half the time it's a 4 mana removal spell. Half the time you're just plussing it. And they still have to attack it because they can't let it get to a -9, which is just basically says you win the game. And then half the time, the third half the time you're plussing it and sacking lands because like you're mana flooded. So then you're just able to replace your fucking lands with more cards. So Vraska's actually pretty good. And then Nissa, yeah, well I mean Nissa's just fucking good. Like what are you gonna say? You can create that land, you can make that land a fucking 3/3. It untaps and it has vigilance. So then you attack with it, and then if you want to, you can tap it, create 2 mana and play something else. So it's really good. And then once again, if you're flooded, it turns all your lands into cards. So that is really good. Now I think that's all the cards. Paradise Druid is ramp. But you know, you can beat down with Paradise Druid as well. So let's do this. We are going to do some best of 1 ranked. Okay. They have the same avatar. Okay, this hand, if I had a green mana, this would be really good. I think I'm going to keep this. Falmar Knight's a good blocker. Order of Midnight's a good attacker. It's not great. Maybe I should mulligan this. Let's actually mulligan this. Let's be greedy. And yeah, I like this hand better. I think I'll put a Falmar Knight on the bottom. Then, do I want to play a Falmar Knight? Let's try to draw with our Falmar Knight. So I'll start off with a forest. Then we can go forest, swamp, castle, Lockthwain. Play the Paradise Druid next turn. Then on turn on turn 3, I'll have the choice of either drawing with Valmar Knight or maybe I just want to play Vraska as a removal spell. So we'll see. Paradise Druid. There we go. How are my levels with this? I think the game might be too loud. Now that wasn't great. Thought Eraser. I really don't like Thought Eraser, especially when I have to mulligan. Interesting. I'm kind of tempted to just play Paradise Druid as a beater. Let's play Castle Lockthwain. No, but let's use my mana efficiently. And then here we'll be able to attack with Paradise Druid. Oh, Edgewall Innkeeper. Interesting. Now here's the question. Do I play Edgewall Innkeeper this turn? Or do I wait until next turn when I can play it and immediately follow it up with a Falmar Knight? He has blue. This guy might have counter spells, so on that basis, I'm going to play Edgewall Innkeeper now while he's tapped out. I know the Grixis deck doesn't run too many counter spells, but I mean, you never know. Teferi, okay. So my guess is he returns Paradise Druid? Yeah. Doesn't really matter. I'm still going to be able to kill Teferi. I think that was a really bad play, actually. Maybe he shouldn't have played Teferi there. Because now I can just kill Teferi. Oh, I drew another Edgewall Innkeeper? Okay, let's do this. We're just going to, while he's tapped out, we're going to go Edgewall Innkeeper, Falmar Knight. And then, look at this. We're going to draw 2 fucking cards. Look at that. There's our Rankle. Now, Temple of Melody or Forest? He probably has some kind of board wipe. But he doesn't have the mana for the board wipe. I'm just going to do Paradise Druid. Just because I actually want to be attacking with Paradise Druid. So kill Teferi. We have a decent board. 2 Edgewall Innkeepers. A board wipe is pretty brutal for us. If he has like fucking the deal 3 damage to each creature card, it's not gonna be fun. Another Teferi. That's not gonna do much for him.
I am not going to sit this one.
He returns Edgewall Innkeeper. Okay. So this is a question. I want to play Rankle here. My question is, do I use any of these abilities? I'm on the attack, right? So maybe each player loses a life and draw a card is pretty good. Yeah, let's do that. Let's see what we get off our scry first. Questing Beast, beautiful. I'm into that. Oh, can I draw that? No, I'm 1 mana short from being able to actually draw that and play it. Let's just do Rankle. We're just going to go to combat. I want to attack with Paradise Druid. And we're going to let this guy draw. I think we're on enough of the beatdown that I'm okay with having him draw. Because this is just going to basically give me a 1 turn sooner clock. If I attack with Rankle like 3 times... Alright, so he got the fires. Maybe with Fires of Invention I shouldn't be...
Mind and Bahom your prowess.
Maybe with Fires of Invention I shouldn't be using the -1 or the +1 on Rankle. Another Narset. So let's just start off with Questing Beast. Fuck it. And this time I'm going to hold Paradise Druid back and cast Order of Midnight after attacking Narset. Or I could attack with Paradise Druid and play Edgewalling Keeper, play Order of Midnight next turn, draw 2 cards. Yeah, let's do that. So Narset's at 3, so we'll bring Rankle at Narset. No. Because Questing Beast is going to take care of Narset, so I can just face him here. And then the deal here is no abilities for Rankle. Narset dies. And I'm going to hold on to Edgewalling Keeper in case he has a board wipe. Then next turn, Edgewalling Keeper, Order of Midnight, just like kind of refills my hand. So, yeah. Maybe I should have attacked with Paradise Druid. Yeah. Well, let's play Paradise Druid at least. So he kind of has to have a board wipe here. Let's see. We'll see what he does. Nicol Bolas. I always forget what this card does.
I am one again.
Okay, so he destroys
Perish.
Questing Beast. It's not going to do much for him. I could always Order of Midnight Questing Beast back. He's going to need to have some other thing. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Will remake the multiverse in my image.
Oh, okay.
I am Death's master.
So he's not allowed to cast spells on my turn. So if I Order of Midnight Questing Beast, that's going to be GG, right? So you can cast spells only during your turn. Yeah, so we are going to get, actually, let's double check that that doesn't exile it. Yep, okay, so we're going to get Questing Beast back with Altered Fate. And kill him. Oh, this actually doesn't kill him, does it? We have 8, but it does kill his Nicol Bolas. So he's going to have one more chance to find something.
Time, Planeswalker.
Questing Beast killed his Nicol Bolas. And once again, he's going to need to have a board wipe. Another Nicol Bolas.
Mortal Nicol Bolas, suffer
This guy's rolling in the Nicol Bolases. In the Nicol Boli. Kenrith. All creatures gain trample and haste. Target player gains 5 life. Oh, so he can gain 5. Which is not bad. If I would like to draw a creature removal spell. Pretty bad right now. Ah, Vivian. Exactly what I needed. So I can Vivian, Falmar Knight, Kenrith. And then, well, let's start with that. He can't do shit because he still has Fire Swim Adventure now.
Scholar's vengeance, and I'm coming
We're gonna
for you
-3,
next.
and now here's the thing: Falmar Knight to Kenrith, just dead.
Get him.
And now I have 3 mana. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage on the board. I'm kind of thinking about Edgewalling Keeper into Order of Midnight. And then just attack him. But I'll be drawing so many cards. Draw 2. Oh, Overgrown Tomb. That's not bad. But I am going to play that tapped. Falmar Knight. Edgewalling Keeper.
My revenge will be painful.
The other thing I was thinking about was just attacking him for 6. But I didn't want him to untap with Nicol Bolas. So Narsa is not going to do anything for him here. Cry of the Crinarium. All creatures get -2/-2. There you go. Okay, well, fortunately I do have Nissa here. So let's play Nissa. Now we also have a Murderous Rider, which is good. We're gonna untap a forest here. Now we're gonna put 2 counters on it.
Stomping time.
And I would like to play Edgewalling Keeper as well. The question is, do I attack him or Narset? I want to attack him. Because now I have Nissa on the battlefield as well. Let's play Edgewalling Keeper now. And I'm attacking him. Play Overgrown Tomb tapped.
Meditate and prepare.
Now Edgewalling Keeper, my Forest, and my Nissa are all lethal threats. So that's kind of a wide range of things. And he's digging now. So what's he going to draw from Dreams and Kaya's Wrath? But Kaya's Wrath doesn't even save him now because I have Nissa. I have Nissa plus Vivian. So yeah, I guess this is kind of like Grixis Fires. Yeah. The best Fires deck is that Cavaliers one. Where they have the red Cavalier and the blue Cavalier Because then it's just like on turn 4, bam, just like fucking get wrecked. But this, with the Planeswalker archetypes, it's kind of like, oh, yeah, I have this Planeswalker and now I can kill one of your guys and draw a card. With the Cavaliers version of that deck, it's literally just like 15 damage to your face once I get Fires of Invention. It's really good. I'm happy with winning that. I think I played it pretty well. It's kind of tricky sometimes deciding if you want to attack the Planeswalkers or the player. And he held his own as well. Like, you know, most people concede when they're at 2 life, but that guy didn't. So I got respect. He really played it until the writing was on the wall. He saw the writing on the wall. Topo Bahamut. Okay. So we have Edgewalling Keeper, Falmar Knight. Only 2 lands. But if we get a 3rd land, we have Lovestruck Beast. And we're drawing 2 cards off of Falmar Knight and Order of Midnight with Edgewalling Keeper. Assuming he doesn't have an answer for Edgewalling Keeper. But even if he does, you know, Order of Midnight's still a good attacker. Falmar Knight's still a good blocker. That should give us enough pressure and, like, blocking power to draw our 3rd land for our Lovestruck Beast. So let's keep this. And I think I'm going to lead with Edgewalling Keeper. I know a lot of people don't, but I don't know. I really like the idea of just Edgewalling Keeper into Order of Midnight. It's good. It's good. Alright, pay 2 life. Order of Midnight. We drew another Order of Midnight, which is also nice. And there's our land. Beautiful. So, you see, like I said, sometimes you can attack with Edgewalling Keeper. And every little bit helps. So, no reason not to. Interesting. I wonder what he's going to take. It's either going to be Lovestruck Beast or Nissa, if I'm honest. I bet he takes Lovestruck Beast. That card's hard to fucking deal with. Of course, he might go for Nissa because I can get a creature back with Order of Midnight. Or Alter Fate, I mean. So, like, yeah, if he chooses Lovestruck Beast, I just Order of Midnight that back. Yeah, so he went for Nissa. Ooh. Murderous Rider. I'm always happy to see that card. Now here, I think I'm going to go for the Lovestruck Beast. I already have a 1-1 with Edgewalling Keeper, and Falmar Knight is another 1-1, so I'm perfectly happy to get a 5-5 and draw a card. Especially when I'm on the attack. We have Murderous Rider for pretty much all of his threats. Order of Midnight in case he kills something that we want to keep. Although, most likely... Well, I mean, if I draw a land, I'm just probably going to slam Questing Beast next turn. But, you know, we'll see. Destroy target creature with converted mana cost less than or equal to the number of cards in its controller's graveyard. So he just goes for the fucking Edgewalling Keeper. Okay. But we drew an Overgrown Tomb, which means that we can play Questing Beast. So that's what we're going to do. Oh, and I can't attack with Lovestruck Beast. But, hey, I'm attacking with Questing Beast. So, we've got the beast pairs over here. We got a couple of beasts. And then if I draw a land, I can Order of Midnight, Edgewalling Keeper, Order of Midnight, which is pretty sweet. If I don't draw a land, I can Profane Insight, Death Touch. I can Profane Insight, Falmar Knight. But I did draw a land, so, interesting. Let's lead with Order of Midnight. See, or with Alter Fate. See if he counters it. He didn't. Alright, let's see if he counters Edgewelling Keeper. If he does, then we're just going to play Falmar Knight as a 1-1 and kill him. Okay, so now I'm going to attack first. And then he has to do something. He's either going to die or he's going to do something. After he does something, I'll be able to draw another card off Order of Midnight. It's possible maybe you play the Falmar Knight first, in case he can kill the Edgewelling Keeper. Yeah, because now I'm just gonna have 6 damage if he can kill the Edgewelling Keeper. I didn't think about that. Where if I played the Falmar Knight first, he would need to be able to kill 2 1/1s. And if he kills the Edgewelling Keeper, I'm not going to be able to draw a card off Falmar Knight later. What? Why did he do that instead of Edgewelling Keeper? Okay, well. He knew that he fucked up. I'm going to say good game. But yeah, I should have played Falmar Knight first. In case he had creature removal. So that was a misplay. But then he misplayed as well, so I still won. That's, I guess that's silver rank for you. Alright, let's go. We got more. More shit. More games. Climbing that ladder. Edgewelling Keeper, Lovestruck Beast. How do you not keep this hand? I mean, this hand... I can go Edgewelling Keeper, or I can go Lovestruck Beast turn 1. I mean, I can go Heart's Desire turn 1. Turn 2, Edgewelling Keeper. Let's actually lead with the Edgewall. We have another one anyway. If I had another forest here, I would have led with Heart's Desire. But I didn't. What are the odds that he's playing Legion's End? Well, okay, let's do this. Just use my mana efficiently. Legion's End on my Edgewelling Keepers would be really annoying. Oh, but he didn't have it. Castle Lochthwain, Lovestruck Beast, draw 2. Fucking wonderful. I love this deck. I mean, you play a 5/5 for 3 and draw 2 cards. It's absolutely absurd. How do you even come back from this? I have another... I can do the same thing next turn. Enters the battlefield. Or another black creature enters the battlefield. Under your control, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. Sacrifice a black creature. Draw a card. Okay. Garrick? Oh, yes. Okay. So, let's go for a forest. And we're just gonna go for, like, fucking maximal value over here. Look at this. Another 5/5 and another 2 cards in my hand. Holy fuck. Now I can just attack with this. No point in attacking with the 1/1. He doesn't even want to block with Ayara anyway, so... Ayara, first of Lochthwain. Okay, he Murderous Riders. That's... Hey, I mean, you gotta... At a certain point, you gotta do it, so... we have Garrick next turn. And for now, I think I'm going to Murderous Rider Ayara before he can start getting value off of it. And yeah, I can't Swift End and Murderous Rider because I only have 5 mana. So, and plus he's resigning anyway. So, yeah. That was pretty ridiculous there. I mean, yeah, when you have two unopposed Edgewalling Keepers out, that does not bode well for your opponent. Look at that. You play a 3-mana 5/5 and draw 2 cards. Unreal. To be fair, though, if he had Legion's End, it would have been completely different of a game. Like 100%. Only thing that would make this hand better is an Edgewalling Keeper, but I mean, you gotta keep this. This isn't like a nutty hand or anything, but like, you have Lovestruck Beast on turn 1, Order of Midnight on turn 2, Lovestruck Beast on turn 3, Questing Beast on turn 4. It's actually a pretty good hand. Maybe I actually don't play Lovestruck Beast now, because I have 2 temples. If I play Lovestruck Beast now, like if I play Forest Overgrown Tomb, then I'm not getting Lovestruck Beast on turn 3. Yeah, let's play the temple tapped. Forest a forest means that I'm gonna bottom that because we're just gonna kind of curve out 1 turn behind. Next turn is gonna be Temple, Lovestruck Beast. Turn after that is gonna be Lovestruck Beast, Questing. Okay, well actually wait. So let's see. Because we drew an Order of Midnight, which kind of monkey wrenches everything. I mean, we drew an Edgewalling Keeper. So let's play Temple of Malady. Bottom of Forest this time. And then play Edgewalling Keeper. This is something that he's going to want to have a response for. Which he didn't have, so he just resigned. Okay. Almost at gold. Oh, wait, no, we are at gold. Okay. Back in the gold, baby. Let's just keep doing this ladder until we lose. Okay, Order of Midnight, Order of Midnight, Order of Midnight. It doesn't do much. I think I'm gonna mulligan this hand. Not enough diversity for my liking. Opponent is still deciding whether to keep 7 cards. Yeah. Yeah, can I be available in like 5 minutes? Can I be available in like 5 minutes? Alright. No more than 5 minutes. Why are my dogs barking? I don't know. There might be an animal outside. Is this guy just going to time out on deciding whether or not to mulligan? Okay, let's mulligan. Now this hand, this is a real fucking hand right here. I'll be bottoming Vivian. Temple turn 1, turn 2, Edgewall, Falmar Knight. We will be keeping a forest because that is a land and we need lands. Okay, so forest, Edgewalling Keeper, and then Falmar Knight, draw a card, and we are off to the effing races. Okay, looks like I can play Castle Lochthwain now. And then I'm going to Paradise Druid. Order of Midnight. I don't have anything that I really have a big need to ramp into. So let's play Order of Midnight now while I still have Edgewalling Keeper. And there's a Vraska, another thing I don't need to ramp into. Let's not attack with Edgewalling Keeper. In case he has a flash creature, I don't want to lose this. I'm going to get a lot of value off Edgewall this game. Guarantee you this guy's playing Fires of Invention. But fortunately, I have a Murderous Rider and a Vraska, which should be able to deal with most of his bullshit. Yep, Fires of Invention, what did I tell you? This is a good deck, though, Jeskai Fires. Especially the Cavalier version of it.
Trust me. You'll thank me later. No,
Returns Edgewalling Keeper, interesting. Because now I can just kill Teferi. Alright, let's play a forest. And I think I want to go like Edgewall. And then maybe play 2 Falmar Knights. Or I can go Edgewall, Falmar Knight, Paradise Druid. Which uses my mana a little bit more efficiently. Yeah, let's do that. But let's kill Teferi first. No. Let's draw first. See what we draw. I don't like that it auto taps Temple of Malady before it taps Castle Lochthwain. That's actually really annoying. We drew another Castle Lochthwain. Okay, so now we're going to attack. 1 on Teferi. 1 on him. And let's get that Paradise Druid. Now, board wipes would be really key for him here. All my shits die to pretty much any board wipe, and then I'm not going to be a happy camper. Yeah. So I feel a little bit fragile here. This is a good card. Fires of Invention. Really good. Nicol Bolas.
God, once again.
He just goes straight for the edge wall. Okay.
Pointless.
Kenrith. Yeah. Kenrith is really good in this deck. So I guess I just Swift End Kenrith and then attack Nicol Bolas. play Castle Lochthwain. Oh, I could have played Forest and then played Profane Insight, but I don't mind attacking with Paradise Druid here actually. So Falmar Knight, Paradise Druid, Falmar Knight, Order of Midnight. Nice. The good thing about Fire's Invention is that they can't play instant speed shit on your turn. So like, it does help. Garrick. Yikes. Oh no, he had another one. That might be all she wrote. I don't have any answers for these guys anymore. I don't want him to be able to get that emblem either, but Kenrith doesn't have flying. I can attack Garrick with Order of Midnight. And I can Vraska. But you can't use Vraska to kill Fires of Invention, which is annoying. Or any of these cards. So if I was playing 2 out of 3, I would definitely side out Vraska. But, you know. We are not playing 2 out of 3, so. I'm going to plus it and sack a forest.
I leave dead bodies wherever I'm
Maybe I should sack a Falmar Knight. No, Falmar Knights are too good at blocking. Alright, now let's play this. Profane Insight. Just attack Garrick in the air. He's going to probably win this round. Did I say probably? I meant definitely. I could probably resign here. Well, I won't resign, but we'll see. Questing Beast would be really good. If I draw a Questing Beast, then I'll have a chance.
You cannot
No Questing Beast. But I did get Vivian. Alright, so that's something. I can go Falmar Knight. Vivian.
Oh, I am gonna love tearing this place to the ground.
And yeah, it's not great, but I need to do this. I think he forgot to activate Garrick last turn, which is really good for me.
In their claws, you're done.
Bottom that. We'll sack another forest, because why the fuck not? Oh, and Garrick, okay. Good. That's good. Good draw. Yeah, he's not going to forget to plus Garrick again.
Run or hide.
How is this thing at 5 now? I'm gonna block one. Vraska. Yeah, I'm gonna block one just for more cards. I almost wish it didn't have Death Touch. Ah, Narset, that's annoying as fuck.
With thoughtfulness before action.
Yeah. I think he's probably going to win this one. He's doing pretty good. So let's lead with Garrick.
You've got a good head on those shoulders. For now.
Well, 0.
You're not scared of dogs, are you?
Make these guys 3s so that, yeah, they'll be able to block his fuckers.
We're fit enough
We'll
to
plus
survive.
2 this, sack a forest again.
It was probably going to die anyway.
Oh, no, I shouldn't have done that because I can't draw an extra card off Narset. Fuck!
I'm known for my
To
excellent
fairy.
fight.
You're not scared of dogs, are you?
Don't worry, I got it.
So Vivian is dead. Oh, no, Vivian's alive. Ugh. I'd rather, like, fucking just lose already than have to play this long, drawn-out game that he's probably going to win.
I have just the trick for this.
Casualties of war. I think it might be resign time.
Stay on the trail.
Play another Vraska.
It's time to step out of the shadows.
A lot of planeswalkers on the field this round. But he's... I can't keep up with this. I'm resigning. It's resign time. Plus, I need to help my dad with something. I said I was going to play till I lose. Fucking Fires of Invention, man. No bueno. But still, we did pretty good today. How many packs do I have? 6, right? Yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you later. Maybe I'll keep doing these. We will see.